Last time, as you recall, evil warlord Krang had stolen the throne of Atlantis while Lady Dorma's actions confused everyone concerned. Namor's only hope of regaining his throne is to find Neptune's enchanted trident, for only the true and rightful ruler of the realm may wield it. The latest clue is bringing him to the forbidden deep.
But I see no hint, no sign. Wait. An iron door bearing the mark of Neptune. I have found it. Only by capturing the trident can I regain my rightful throne.
Why is he giving me that sexy look? He does realize I'm spoken for. He opens the door and sees this.
Believe the evidence of thine eyes, gallant one.
The voice of my lord Neptune.
The clue you seek is before you, sparkling in the mouth of one of the humblest of my undersea subjects.
Why do these deities have to be so cryptic all the time? Why can't you just tell him what to do next?
A symbolic gem whose brilliance has lighted the path before me. I know now that I must seek the forbidden diamonds of doom. They lie at the farthest corner of my realm, and it is there that I must venture to face whatever perils await me. So spake Neptune.
Neptune said, here's a fish with a gem in its mouth. You said all the rest of that, not he, which proves to me that you're a lot more useful than he is.
The diamonds of doom. I need fear the Submariner no more, for none have ever survived their power.
How many of them were true princes of the blood? How many of them have the birthright to handle the trident? I'm going to say not too many. But Krang is desperate. The people are starting to revolt, and Namor is still alive and on his quest.
Now the time has come to dwell on pleasanter matters. The Lady Dorma. While her matchless beauty alone is a prize for any king, she is truly beloved by the people. And with her beside me on the throne, none would ever dare challenge my royal reign.
Not gonna happen, dude. She'll go to the electric chair first. He'll propose anyway.
You dare call yourself king? You are but king of villainy, treachery, and deceit. The throne of Atlantis will never be yours whilst Namor lives, and live he shall if justice still be sacred.
I'll hear no more.
You mad, bro? She say something that hit a nerve?
Now you shall pay for this monumental indignity. I offered you a monarch's throne, but you have chosen disaster. Whom the king cannot conquer, the king shall destroy. Such is the will of Krang.
He traps her in some kind of plastic bubble-type prison and pushes a button. Her cage descends to street level where the people are gathered.
I see he plans to humble me, to display me to the crowds as a helpless captive.
Citizens of Atlantis, attend the words of your monarch, His Majesty Krang.
Pardon me, but he has all the majesty of a toadfish.
Behold the fate which befalls any who incur the king's displeasure. For willful disobedience, Lady Dorma is hereby banished forever to the subterranean world of the Faceless One.
The faceless ones!
We'll see about the faceless ones in a moment. Right now, Krang figures if the people see that he can punish someone as prominent as Dorma, he can punish anybody and they'll fall in line.
He has banished fair Dorma to the land of the faceless ones and sent our true Prince Namor to his doom.
He's wrong. They hate him more than ever.
The fools! Did they think me unprepared for this?
Laser beams! Stay back!
While in another palace corridor...
To the throne room!
Sire, the rabble approaches.
He has a big tank-like thing that he unleashes on the people. It starts shooting and several people go down. Later, we'll learn that they're only stunned, but if they keep revolting, that thing does have the power to kill. As for Dorma...
Leave us, Atlanteans. Return to your master. I will dispatch the female.
That voice. It is evil Xantor, he who serves the faceless ones.
Sooner or later, all who displease Krang must come before me.
Since Krang only just stole the throne, they must have made that deal in a hurry. He puts the Dome of Doom over her and drops her down a hole to where these things live. Meanwhile, Namor has found the Diamonds of Doom. They bought all this stuff from Dr. Doom, hence the trade name.
Their beauty is beyond belief. Surely nothing so lovely could... Oh, my senses reel. My limbs grow weak. It is the gems. I have learned the danger here. Too late.
I think he forgot what they're called. The gems are sapping his strength to the point where he can hardly move. And it gets worse.
A new victim whose waning strength shall serve the demon of the diamonds.
He's the Doom Diamond Demon. Yes, that's as fast as I can say that.
I have but one chance. As Namor, Lord of the Seven Seas, I command all that live within this realm, from the humblest fish to the lowest seaweed, to send me their strength. My word is still law.
He doesn't command fish to do his dirty work like Aquaman does, but he can draw strength from them.
By the rotting reefs of coral, how found you the strength to carry my sword?
If he told you, you probably wouldn't believe him.
In truth, I am strength. I am Prince of the Blood, and I fight for my birthright.
My jeweled hat. Without it, I too may fall victim to the diamonds.
Well, that protection seems kind of inefficient. Now the diamonds are draining both of them, but our Triple D guy will get his hat in time. Namor can't summon any more strength, but he can summon a few critters to help him. As far as I know, this is the only time he'll have this ability, but the key phrase there is, as far as I know. Still, it never became a regular thing like it did with Aquaman.
Oh, stay back. Nothing can survive your touch. Once again, the accursed Submariner is saved. Can nothing stop him?
No, he's the hero, duh. He's going to get the trident, kick your butt until it's up around your neck, and regain his throne. Make it easy on yourself and run away now.
Thou hast done well, my son.
The voice of Father Neptune, coming from the eel.
Now one last trial awaits thee, but thou must find the final testing place thyself.
Okay, it's time for a mini language lesson. Our writers, both here and in the comics, had all the noble people, deities, and anybody else talk with the thee, thou, they, thee, thy, thou, thou type talk because it's supposed to be upper crust, high class, and the most noble. Not even. It all comes from the King James Bible, as you might guess, but that translation wasn't made for nobles. Thee, thou, thine, and all the rest were the gutter language. The nobility said you, your, and so on. The common people said thee and thou, and the translation was made for them. The people who think it's more noble or reverent or whatever to talk or pray or otherwise use that kind of language sometimes make me want to laugh out loud and explain it to them. But I've mellowed a little with age, and I'm nowhere near the level of that I used to be. And by the way, Neptune, here's another language for you. Gracias por nada.
And as the voice of Neptune fades away, Namor receives a message from the eels.
The Lady Dorma, the faceless ones.
Now he has a decision to make. Continue the quest and abandon Dorma, or go rescue Dorma and abandon the quest. As if it isn't obvious to everybody else that saving Dorma is the final part of the quest.
They have her surrounded. My only hope is to attack with blinding speed.
Namor, go ye back. Even though my life is forfeit, you must survive.
Actually, his best bet was to zip in there and grab her, cage and all, and get out of there instead of trying to fight them, and now they've got him swarmed. They're also getting close to breaking into Dorma's plastic cage.
They're tearing at my plastic cage. It cannot last much longer.
Have courage, my lady.
The plastic cage is about to burst.
Dorma! The exploding cage has hurled the devils from her, but it has injured my lady as well. She lies so still,
And after I finish this delicate but lengthy soliloquy, I shall move to assist her, though I be incapable of talking and assisting at the same time. He'll finally do what he should have done in the first place, scoop her up and hightail it to Atlantis. At least that's the plan.
Then, without warning, one of the faceless creatures raises a webbed hand, and the others fall back as the awesome visage of Neptune appears.
Namor, you have forsaken the quest. You have broken the covenant.
I cannot dispute your words, my lord. I have failed thee.
Oh, come on, Namor. You're smart enough to realize saving Dorma was the last test, as we all knew it would be. There was no decision to make back there because all roads lead to right here.
Not so, my son. Every attribute of a prince is thine. Courage, strength, loyalty. But most of all, a heart which can love. Stand forth, Submariner, and claim yon trident. The throne of Atlantis is thine.
That old man we saw escaped Krang's little rampage and came to find Namor so he can tell him what's happening.
I must return to Atlantis at once. My subjects shall suffer no longer. I command that you carry the Imperial Trident.
Go, your highness. I shall guard the scepter with my life.
Carrying the trident he can do. Namor was smart not to ask him to carry Dorma. They're off to the gates of Atlantis.
Shoot him down! He must be stopped!
My only chance is to do what they least expect.
He's broken through!
My subjects, they lie unconscious. What has the tyrant done?
Attack him! Destroy him!
What has he done? That thing is what he's done, and now he wants to done it to you.
I must save Lady Dorma.
What'd he do with it? He lifted it over his head, and then he did a David Copperfield and made it disappear.
He has reached the revitalizer.
Awake, my lady. You must live.
They have a revitalizer. Later in the Avengers comics, Hank Pym invented a similar thing he called a rejuvenator. I always thought he was a bit of a jerk for not sharing the design with the world and just keeping it for himself in the Avengers.
He can still be vanquished. One pull of this lever.
My prince, seize your trident.
Stay thy hand, traitor. Now turn, evil Krang, and face your judgment. The crown of Atlantis is mine.
Mercy, my lord, mercy.
It never fails. Those who are least inclined to offer mercy are the first ones to beg for it.
Did you have mercy for Lady Dorma, she who now hovers between life and death?
Now that he's down for the count, Namor will turn his attention to the revitalizer and get Lady Dorma all repaired.
You have risked your life in the service of your liege. Rise, citizen Vashti. From this moment forth, you shall be my lord Vashti, Grand Vizier of Atlantis.
We've already seen Vashti in that position, but it doesn't matter. Nobody expects perfection out of these things. We're here to be entertained, nothing more. What about Krang?
Even death is too honorable for such a tyrant as you. You are hereby exiled from Atlantis forever. But as the evil warlord roams the deep and endless undersea reaches,
Someday I shall return.
I'll be back.
Krang became a regular in the comics for a while, but I don't remember if we'll see him again here. One thing we haven't seen yet, or more properly heard yet, is Namor's catchphrase. He often punctuated his statements with Imperius Rex. That's a Latin phrase that means the kingdom is the king's. To me, that's like saying that dog is a dog, but it's more interesting to me that an entire underwater species with no connection to the surface world speaks Latin. I'd love to see the explanation for that, because it's been a while since I had a really good belly laugh.
Stronger than a whale, he can swim anywhere.
He can breathe underwater and go flying through the air. The noble submariner, prince of the deep, will be waiting every demon.
Lord Namor of Atlantis is the prince of the deep.
You mad, bro? He's wrong. The people, yeah, it's on the people. Good grief. Summoned a few creatures, and then did a got crap or reverend or whatever to talk or what did that guy? What did I say? It never became a regular thing like it. Okay, come on.